Hi, everyone. Welcome to my channel, English Journey Conversation. I'm really happy to see you here. If you enjoy this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps me make more helpful content for all of you who want to learn English. Today, I am very excited because we have another wonderful episode of English Journey Conversation. Whether this is your first time watching or listening to my channel, I want to say thank you for joining. And if you come here often, welcome back. This podcast is made especially for people who are learning English and want to improve their listening and speaking skills. In every episode, we talk about life, learning, growing, and of course, English. Everything here is explained in clear and simple English. That way, you can learn English while listening and practicing at the same time. You do not need to feel worried if your English is not perfect. Everyone here is learning, and learning is a journey, not a competition. Now, let's talk about today's very important topic. Stop comparing yourself to others. This is something that almost everyone does sometimes. You look at other people and think they're better than you. Maybe you see someone and think, they're more beautiful than me, or they're smarter than me, or they speak English so well, but I can't. Sometimes, people think others are richer, more successful, or faster at learning new things. When we compare ourselves to others, it makes us feel bad. We start to think, I am not good enough. These thoughts can hurt our minds and hearts. They can even make learning English harder. Feeling sad or jealous of others can stop you from practicing or studying. That is why it is so important to understand this problem and find ways to stop it. For English learners, comparing yourself to others is very common. Maybe you feel shy because other learners speak more fluently. Maybe you feel slow because others understand faster or memorize words more quickly. You might think, I will never be as good as them. These feelings are normal, but they are not helpful. They can make you feel tired, frustrated, and even hopeless. If you feel this way, you might not want to study English anymore, which slows down your progress. In this episode, I will help you understand why we compare ourselves to others and why this habit is harmful. More importantly, I will show you what to do instead. I will share helpful tips, real-life examples, and even a short story to make you feel stronger, braver, and more confident. By the end of this episode, you will learn how to focus on your own journey, your own goals, and your own small steps forward. Remember, learning is not a race. There is no need to be faster, better, or smarter than anyone else. Your learning is your personal journey, and it is important to move at your own pace. Every small step you take counts. Every small improvement is a victory. Comparing yourself to others may feel natural, but it will not help you grow. Focusing on yourself and your progress will make you stronger, happier, and more confident in English and in life. So, let's take this journey together. Let's stop comparing and start celebrating our own progress. Let's be kind to ourselves, enjoy learning, and remember that every step forward is a step toward success. Just by listening to this podcast, you're already doing something amazing. You're taking steps to improve your English, and that is something to be proud of. So, take a deep breath, relax, and enjoy today's episode. Today, we're going to talk about something that almost everyone does, even if we do not always notice it, comparing ourselves to others. What does it mean to compare yourself to others? It is simple. You look at someone else, and then look at yourself. You ask yourself questions like, am I better or worse than this person? Or, why can't I be like them? You look at their life, their skills, their appearance, or what they have, and then you notice what you feel you do not have. Comparing yourself to others can happen in almost every part of life, and almost everyone does it at some point. Let's look at some examples to make this clear. At school, you may see a student who always gets better grades than you. You might think, why am I not as smart as them? In sports, someone may be strong, fast, or skilled. You might feel, I will never be like that. At work, you might see someone who gets a promotion or earns more money. You could ask yourself, why not me? What is wrong with me? Even appearance can make us compare. You see someone who is tall, slim, or beautiful, and then you start looking at your own face or body and feel sad or disappointed. Social media can make this problem worse. On platforms like Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, people post photos and videos that show only the best parts of their lives. You see happy families, fancy clothes, expensive cars, perfect smiles, and amazing vacations. But most of the time, these posts are not real. The photos are often edited. The smiles may be fake. People rarely show their struggles, sadness, or mistakes online. Still, when you scroll through these pictures and videos, it is easy to feel small or think, everyone else is living a better life than me. This kind of comparison is very common for English learners too. You might listen to someone speak English very fluently and think, wow, their English is so good. My English is terrible. Or you might watch a video where someone uses difficult words and expressions and you feel slow or frustrated. You ask yourself, why can't I speak like them? Why is their English so much better? But here is the important truth. When you compare yourself to others, you never see the hard work behind their success. You do not see all the mistakes they made while learning. You do not see how many times they practiced, studied, or tried and failed before reaching that level. You only see the result, the finished picture, and it can make you feel discouraged. It is normal to notice others' abilities, achievements, or looks. But comparing yourself to them is not helpful. It can make you feel sad, slow, or unmotivated. Instead of thinking about what others have or what they can do, try to focus on your own journey, your progress, and the small steps you are taking every day. Every small improvement counts. Every word you learn, every sentence you practice, every time you speak English is a victory. Remember, you are doing something amazing just by listening, learning, and practicing. Stop comparing yourself to others. Focus on your growth, your goals, and your progress. This is how you will feel confident, strong, and happy while learning English and in life. Comparison is everywhere. It happens all the time in big ways and small ways. Sometimes it happens when we scroll on our phones, looking at social media posts. Other times it happens when we talk to friends, meet new people, or even just walk down the street. It is like a quiet voice inside our heads that says, "You are not enough." Where does this voice come from? It comes from fear. Fear of not being good enough. Fear of not being loved. Fear of not being successful. This fear can make us doubt ourselves and feel unhappy. But the truth is, this fear is not real. You are not less just because someone else is more. You are not slow just because someone else learns faster. You are not bad just because someone else is good. You are you, and that is more than enough. Everyone has a different life, a different path, and a different timing. Just because someone is ahead of you today does not mean they will always be ahead. And just because you feel behind today does not mean you will always be behind. Life is not a race. Everyone moves in their own way, at their own speed. It is normal to compare yourself sometimes. We all do it. But when comparing becomes too much, it can cause problems. Comparison can steal your happiness, hide your progress, and stop you from enjoying what you already have. It can take your focus away from your goals and dreams. When we keep looking at others, we forget to look at ourselves. We forget about our own values, our own journey, and our own growth. So, what can we do to stop this? The first step is to notice the habit. When you catch yourself thinking, "They are better than me," pause for a moment. Ask yourself, why am I thinking this? Is this helping me? Is this really true? Most of the time, the answer is no. That person is just different, not better. Their life is not your life. Their success is not your failure. It is important to understand that comparison can hurt you in many ways. It can make you feel sad or frustrated. It can make you stop trying or learning. It can make you feel like your hard work does not matter. But if you notice it and change your focus, you can protect your happiness and keep growing. Later in this episode, we'll talk about some practical tips to stop comparing yourself to others. We will learn how to focus on your own goals, celebrate your own progress, and feel more confident. Remember, this is your life. Your journey is special and unique. You do not need to be like anyone else. You only need to be yourself. That is enough. Next, we will look at the negative effects of comparison. We will see what really happens when we compare ourselves to others too much and how it can affect our feelings, our learning, and even our success. Understanding this is the first step to stopping comparison and starting to enjoy life and learning English more. When we compare ourselves to others too much, it may seem small at first, but it can create big problems in our lives. Comparison can make us feel sad, stressed, and even stop us from becoming the best version of ourselves. It is like a quiet weight that grows heavier every time we think someone else is better. First, comparison brings sadness. You might see someone who has something you want. Maybe they have nicer clothes, a bigger house, more money, or better English. When you notice this, you may start thinking, I am not good enough. Instead of feeling happy about what you already have, you focus only on what others have. You forget your successes and your own achievements. This can make your heart feel heavy and make your day feel dark and hard. Comparison also brings stress. You may think, I am not doing enough. I am not learning fast enough. These thoughts create pressure in your mind. It feels like you have to run faster and catch up to everyone else. You worry too much about the future, and this worry can make your body and mind tired. Some people even have trouble sleeping, lose interest in the things they enjoy, and feel busy in their minds all the time. Their thoughts focus only on what they don't have or what they are not. Another result of comparison is low self-confidence. This means you stop believing in yourself. You might think, they are better than me. I am not smart. I am not good at anything. Over time, these thoughts grow stronger. You may stop trying new things. You might not speak in class, avoid applying for a new job, or even stop practicing English.
Why?
Not because you are not capable, but because you stop believing in yourself. The problem is often not your skills. It is your mindset. Let me give you an example. Imagine a woman named Sarah. Sarah is learning English. Every day, she studies, listens to podcasts, and practices speaking. She is working hard, and she is making progress. But one day, Sarah hears another student speak very fluently. That student uses big words and speaks quickly. Sarah listens and suddenly feels small. She thinks, I will never speak like that. She feels sad, stressed, and frustrated. Her confidence drops, even though she has learned a lot and is improving every day. This story of Sarah shows us something very important. Comparison hides your progress. When you focus too much on others, you forget how far you have come. You forget that every step, no matter how small, is part of your learning journey. Even if someone speaks faster or uses bigger words, it does not mean your English is bad. Everyone learns at their own pace. Everyone has their own journey, and every effort you make matters. Comparison can also stop growth. When we think we are not good enough, we may stop trying. We may avoid speaking, practicing, or taking risks. But learning is about trying, making mistakes, and improving. If you compare too much, you forget this important truth. Instead of comparing yourself to others, try to focus on your own progress. Celebrate the small victories, like learning a new word, finishing a lesson, or speaking a sentence without help. Every small step is a step forward. Every bit of practice makes you stronger, more confident, and closer to your goals. Remember Sarah. Even though she felt small that day, she can keep practicing, keep learning, and keep improving. Her journey is hers alone. Your journey is yours alone. Comparison may make you feel small, but your efforts, your growth, and your learning are always big and important. Sarah is learning English every day. She studies, listens to podcasts, and practices speaking. She is improving step by step. But one day, she hears another student speak very fluently. That student uses big words and speaks quickly. Suddenly, Sarah feels small. She thinks, "What's the point of learning? I will never be like that." After that, Sarah loses confidence. She stops speaking in class. She stops asking questions. She even thinks about giving up. But here's the important part. Did anything change in Sarah's skills?
No.
She was still learning. She was still improving. Her English had not gotten worse. But because she compared herself to someone else, she felt bad. Her mind told her a lie. You are not good enough. And that lie stopped her progress. This is what comparison does. It takes away your joy. It brings pain. It makes you forget your own path and start looking at other people's path instead. Imagine walking down your own road, but always looking at someone else's road. What happens? You trip. You fall. You lose your way. Let's look at another example. Meet Rafi. Rafi is a young man who just started a new job. He works hard and learns new things every day. But one day, he sees a friend on social media. This friend has a better job, a nice car, and goes on holidays often. Rafi starts to feel bad. He thinks, why am I so behind? Rafi forgets that he has just started his job. He forgets that his friend may have had help, started earlier, or worked for many years. But comparison makes Rafi focus only on what he does not have. Now he feels stressed at work. He feels unmotivated. He thinks, I will never reach that level. But this is not true. If Rafi keeps going, works hard, and practices, he can reach his goals. This is the danger of comparison. It blocks growth, slows you down, and hides your progress. When you constantly look at others, you do not notice your own small wins. You do not celebrate your steps forward. You forget how far you have come. But your progress matters. Every small step is a victory. Remember, everyone's life is different. Everyone starts at a different point. Everyone moves at a different speed. Life is not a race. Your value does not change because someone else is doing better. In fact, you should be proud of your own journey. Even if you are not where you want to be yet, you are still moving forward, and that is something to celebrate. So, next time you feel sad or frustrated because someone else is ahead, stop and remind yourself, this is my journey. My growth, my effort, and my progress are real and important. I am enough, and I am moving forward every day. Comparison may be natural, but it does not have to control your feelings, your motivation, or your learning. By focusing on your own path, celebrating your wins, and taking small steps every day, you will grow stronger, happier, and more confident. You'll enjoy learning English and enjoy life more. You will see that progress is not measured by what others do. It is measured by how far you have come and how far you continue to go. If you ever feel sad because someone is ahead of you, stop for a moment.
Take a deep breath.
Remind yourself that you are on your own path and you are doing just fine. Comparing yourself to others may seem natural, but it does not help you grow. Instead, let's focus on what you can do to stop comparing and start growing. Here are some simple tips to help you focus on yourself and your progress. 1. Focus on your own journey. Everyone has their own path in life. Everyone learns differently and at a different speed. Ask yourself, what are my goals? What progress have I made? What can I do today to move forward? Keep your eyes on your own road, not someone else's. Your growth is about you, not about competing with others. 2. Celebrate your small wins. Even small steps matter. Did you learn a new English word today? Did you listen to a podcast? Did you try speaking English for 1 minute? Celebrate these moments. Every small step forward is a step closer to your goal. Progress is progress, no matter how small it seems. 3. Use others as inspiration, not competition. It's okay to look at other people's success, but don't feel bad. Instead, think, what can I learn from them? How can I use this to grow? Let their achievements motivate you, not stop you. Inspiration helps you move forward. Comparison only holds you back. 4. Take breaks from social media. Social media often shows perfect lives, happy faces, and expensive things. But it is not always real. If scrolling online makes you feel sad or not enough, take a break. Spend more time doing things that make you feel strong, happy, and confident. 5. Talk kindly to yourself. When your mind says, I'm not good enough, I'm too slow, I will never be like them, pause and change your words. Say instead, I am doing my best. I am learning every day. I believe in myself. I am growing. Be your own friend. The words you say to yourself matter more than you think. 6. Remember how far you've come. Think about when you first started learning English. Now think about what you can do today that you could not do back then. That is progress. You're growing even if it feels slow. Every day you practice, every sentence you speak, and every word you learn adds to your growth.
Keep going.
Don't give up. Final thoughts. Comparison is something everyone does sometimes. It is natural to notice what others have or what others can do. But if we are not careful, comparison can take away our happiness, stop our growth, and make us forget our own journey. The solution is simple. Focus on yourself, your progress, and your goals. Celebrate your wins, learn from others without feeling less, and be kind to yourself. Remember, your journey is special. You do not need to be like anyone else. You are enough. Every small step forward, every effort you make, and every moment you practice English brings you closer to your dreams. Stop comparing, start growing, and enjoy your journey. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my channel, English Journey Conversation. I'm glad you are here. Just by listening, you are already doing something amazing. Take a deep breath, relax, and enjoy today's episode. Today, we will talk about stopping the habit of comparing yourself to others and focusing on your own journey. We all do it. We look at someone else and ask, am I better or worse than them? We notice their success, skills, looks, or English ability, and then we focus on what we don't have. At school, someone may get better grades. In sports, someone may be stronger or faster. At work, someone may get a promotion or earn more money. Even social media makes it worse, showing only perfect photos, happy faces, and expensive things. We forget that we only see results, not the hard work behind them. This is very common for English learners too. You might hear someone speak English fluently and think, my English is terrible. Or watch a video where someone uses difficult words and feel slow. But remember, you don't see their mistakes, struggles, or effort. Comparing yourself to them only hides your own progress. Comparison is everywhere. It can be a quiet voice saying, you are not enough. This voice comes from fear. Fear of not being good, not being loved, or not being successful. But the truth is, you are not less because someone else is more. You are not slow because someone else learns faster. You are you, and that is enough. Everyone has a different path and a different pace. Life is not a race. When we compare too much, it can hurt us. It can make us sad, stressed, and lower our self-confidence. Sarah, for example, is learning English every day. She practices and improves. But one day, she hears a student speak fluently using big words. She feels small and thinks, I'll never speak like that. She stops participating and loses confidence. Her skills didn't change, she was still learning, but her belief in herself did. Rafi, another example, started a new job. He works hard but sees a friend on social media with a better job, car, and holidays. He feels behind and stressed, forgetting that his friend started earlier or had help. Comparison made him feel unmotivated, even though his own progress was real and valuable. So, what can we do? Here are some tips to stop comparing and start growing. Focus on your own journey. Ask yourself, what are my goals? What progress have I made? What can I do today? Keep your eyes on your own path. Celebrate small wins. Every new word learned, every sentence spoken, every podcast listened to is progress. Celebrate it. Use others as inspiration, not competition. Learn from them, but don't feel bad. Let their success motivate you. Take breaks from social media. Perfect online lives are not real. Spend time on what makes you happy and confident. Talk kindly to yourself. Replace thoughts like, I'm not good enough with, I'm learning every day. I believe in myself. Remember how far you've come. Compare yourself to the past, not to others. Every small step is growth. Comparison steals joy and slows growth. Instead, look at your own path, trust your process, and believe in your strength. You are already doing something amazing by learning and practicing English. Smile and say, I'm doing my best, and that is enough. Everyone has a different journey. Some start English as children, others as adults. Some live where English is spoken, others learn online. Just because someone is ahead does not mean you are behind. It only means your paths are different. Life is not a race, and your journey is special and important. Celebrate it, focus on your progress, and enjoy learning every day. Remember, stop comparing, start growing, and trust your journey. You are enough. Your effort matters. Your journey matters. You are moving forward, and that is something to celebrate. Some people have more time to study. Others work long hours and only have time to study at night. Some get help from teachers, friends, or family. Others study alone. Everyone is different. We also have different strengths. One person may be good at grammar, another at speaking. That's completely normal. We are not robots. We are human, and humans are all different. Here's a simple example. Imagine you plant a flower and a tree on the same day. The flower grows fast and blooms early. The tree grows slowly, but it becomes big and strong over time. Is the flower better than the tree?
No.
They are just different. You are like that tree, growing in your own way and in your own time. And that's perfectly okay. It is important to look at your own progress. When you focus too much on others, you miss your own success. But when you focus on yourself, you see your small steps, and those steps matter. For example, maybe last month you could only say a few English sentences. Now you can speak for 2 or 3 minutes. That is progress. Maybe last week you learned 5 new words. That is success. Small steps may not feel big, but they move you forward. Step by step, you grow stronger and more confident. Comparison also takes away your energy. When you spend so much time thinking about others, you forget to focus on your own goals. Instead of practicing, you feel sad. While writing, you compare and feel bad. While studying, you scroll through social media and feel like you are behind. But when you stop comparing, you get that energy back. You can start using your time better. You study more, read more, speak more, and that is when real improvement happens. Let's go back to Sarah, our English learner. After she compared herself to another student, she felt sad and unmotivated. But later, she made a decision. She told herself, I'm not that student. I'm Sarah and I'm doing my best. Then she focused on her own learning again. She watched videos, listened to podcasts, and practiced speaking every day, even just for a few minutes. Slowly, she gained confidence and saw her own progress. This shows an important lesson. Your journey is yours alone. You do not need to be like anyone else. Your small steps, your effort, and your practice all matter. Progress may feel slow, but it is real. Every word you learn, every sentence you speak, every minute you study is a part of your growth. Think about yourself like that tree. It may take longer to grow, but it will become strong. You may not bloom as fast as others, but your growth is meaningful and lasting. Focus on your own path, celebrate your progress, and keep moving forward. Every small step counts. Every effort is worth it. Stop comparing, save your energy, and put it into your learning. That is the way to grow stronger, more confident, and happier in your English journey. Sarah kept practicing every day, even just a little. Day by day, she started feeling better. She began to believe in herself again and continued learning. She didn't become fluent overnight, but she improved because she stopped comparing herself to others and focused on her own path. This can happen for you too. Don't let comparison stop you. Don't let it steal your time, energy, or joy.
This is your journey.
Go at your own speed. Be proud of your small steps. Keep learning and don't give up. Say it with me. I am doing my best. I am growing every day, and that is enough. After a few weeks, Sarah noticed her confidence growing. She could speak more clearly. She felt happier. She didn't need to be perfect. She just needed to keep moving forward, step by step. That's the key. When you stop comparing yourself to others, life feels easier. You feel lighter, more positive, and more motivated. You enjoy learning, and most importantly, you start believing in yourself again. Remember, you are enough. Always remember this. You are already on your way. Every step you take counts. No one else can walk your path. Only you can. You don't need to be the best. You only need to keep moving forward. The only person you should compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Ask yourself, am I doing a little better today? If the answer is yes, that is success. Now that we know comparison doesn't help us, let's talk about what we can do instead. When you stop comparing, you give yourself space for better things, more focus, more confidence, more peace, and more happiness. Here are some simple tips to help you grow and improve your English. Tip 1. Focus on your own goals. Instead of thinking about what others are doing, think about what you want to do. Your goals can be small and personal. For example, I want to learn 10 new words this week. I want to speak English for 5 minutes without stopping. Make your goals clear. Make them about your progress, not about being better than someone else. Tip 2. Celebrate small wins. Every small step counts. Did you speak a few sentences today? Did you learn a new word? Did you finish listening to a podcast? That is progress. Small steps may not seem big, but they add up. Step by step, you grow stronger. Tip 3. Use others as inspiration, not competition. It's okay to notice someone else's success. Ask yourself, what can I learn from them? How can I improve? Let their example inspire you, not make you feel bad. Tip 4. Be kind to yourself. When your mind says, I'm not good enough, stop and change your words. Say, I'm learning every day. I'm growing. I believe in myself. Treat yourself like a friend. Your words matter. Tip 5. Take small steps every day. Even 5 to 10 minutes of practice adds up. Keep going, even if progress feels slow. Every little effort builds your skills, confidence, and happiness. Sarah's story shows that progress is about your effort, your journey, and your small steps, not about being better than someone else. If she can do it, so can you. Stop comparing. Focus on your path. Celebrate your progress. Keep learning. Keep growing. You are enough. Tip 1. Focus on your own goals. Don't say, I want to be like that YouTuber who speaks perfect English. Instead, say, I want to speak a little more confidently this month. When you keep your eyes on your own goal, you don't have time to look at others. You are busy walking your own path, and that is the best place to be. Tip 2. Celebrate small progress. Many people wait to feel happy until they reach a big goal. But small progress is important too. Maybe you finally understood a grammar rule. Maybe you used a new word in conversation. Maybe you practiced English today, even just for 10 minutes. That is progress. Celebrate it. Say to yourself, I'm proud of me. I did something today. You can also write your progress in a notebook. Later, if you feel tired or sad, you can read it and feel strong again. Tip 3. Limit your time on social media. Social media is a big reason we compare ourselves. You open your phone and see someone speaking fluent English, traveling, or showing a perfect life. But remember, what you see online is not the whole truth. People only share their best moments, not their mistakes, not their hard work, and not their sadness. It is easy to feel small when you only see the good parts of other people's lives.
Take a break.
You don't need to delete your apps, but try spending less time scrolling. Check once a day instead of 10 times. Use that extra time to practice English, read, or relax. You don't need to be like anyone else. You are already doing something amazing by learning and growing. Next time you feel down because of comparison, just stop, breathe, and remember your journey. Say to yourself, I am doing my best. I am growing. That is enough. Tip 4. Practice gratitude. Gratitude means being thankful for what you have. It doesn't mean you have everything you want. It means you choose to see the good in your life. Every day, try to think of 3 things you are thankful for. It can be simple, a new word you learned, a kind message from a friend, or even a sunny day. When you focus on gratitude, you feel stronger, happier, and more confident. Tip 5. Remember, small steps create big progress. Learning English is not about doing everything perfectly or quickly. It's about taking one step at a time. Every sentence you speak, every word you learn, every day you practice is moving you forward. Step by step, you grow stronger. Tip 6. Be your own friend. Talk to yourself kindly. When your mind says, I'm too slow, I'm not good enough, stop and change it. Say, I'm learning every day. I am growing. I believe in myself. Treat yourself like a friend. You deserve encouragement, patience, and support, just like anyone else. Remember, comparison takes energy away. But when you focus on your journey, celebrate your progress, limit distractions, practice gratitude, and speak kindly to yourself, you grow stronger and happier every day. Your path is your own, and every step you take matters. Tip 4. Practice gratitude. Gratitude means being thankful for what you have. It does not mean you have everything you want. It means you choose to see the good things in your life. Every day, try to think of 3 things you are thankful for. It could be your family, your health, the chance to learn English, your teacher, your phone, or even this podcast. Gratitude makes you feel rich inside. It helps you stop comparing yourself to others and start feeling good about your own life. Tip 5. Remember your strengths. You are not weak. You are not less than others. You have your own talents and good qualities. Maybe you are a kind person, a hard worker, good at helping others, cooking, listening, or writing. You may not be perfect at English yet, but you are already strong in many ways. Write a list of the things you are good at. Read it when you feel down. It will remind you, I am already enough. Yes, you can improve your English, but you don't need to feel small while doing it. Tip 6. Be patient. Learning takes time. This is very important. No one becomes fluent in a week or even a month. Learning English requires practice and effort. Some days you will feel strong and confident. Other days you may feel tired or slow. That is okay. Just keep going. Be kind to yourself. Don't rush. Don't expect perfection. Do your best each day. One day, you will look back and say, wow, I've come so far. Let's go back to Sarah. Remember our friend Sarah? She used to compare herself to other students and feel sad. But then she tried the tips we talked about. She set small personal goals, wrote down her progress, took breaks from social media, thanked herself for trying, remembered her own good qualities, and practiced patience. Over time, she felt better. Her English improved. She enjoyed learning again. You can do the same. Start small. Pick 1 or 2 tips from this list and try them today. These small habits will help you feel stronger, happier, and more focused on your own journey. Now, let's hear one more story. This is about a young man named Armin. Armin lived in a small town and wanted to improve his English. At first, he compared himself to people online and in videos. He felt like he would never be as good. But then he remembered the tips Sarah used. He focused on small goals, celebrated progress, limited social media, practiced gratitude, remembered his strengths, and stayed patient. Slowly, Armin started to feel confident. He spoke more in English. He practiced every day. Day by day, he grew stronger. His small steps added up. And one day, he looked back and saw how far he had come. Armin's story shows that anyone can improve if they focus on their own journey and stop comparing themselves to others. Armin had a big dream. He wanted to speak English fluently so he could get a better job and travel the world one day. During the day, he worked in a shop. At night, he studied English. He didn't go to a big school and he didn't have a teacher. He learned on his own, using YouTube, podcasts, and free websites. At first, Armin felt excited. Every new word he learned made him proud. He felt like he was moving forward. But later, things changed. He started watching videos of fluent English speakers. They spoke very fast, used difficult words, and sounded perfect. Armin also joined an English group on Facebook where many people posted their speaking videos. Everyone seemed better than him. That's when Armin began comparing himself to others. He thought, why is my English so bad? I work hard, but I still make mistakes. He felt small. He stopped enjoying learning. He became too shy to speak English, even when he was alone. Every time he saw someone speaking better, he felt worse. Then one day, Armin was watching a YouTube video. The speaker said, "Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. Those words stayed in Armin's mind. He thought about them carefully. He realized something important. Maybe those people had started years ago. Maybe they had more help, more time, or more practice. It wasn't fair to compare. He was just beginning. He was on his own journey, and that was okay. Armin decided to make a small change, a change that would make a big difference. He took a notebook and wrote down one small English goal each week. The goal was not to be the best, but to be a little better than yesterday. One week, his goal was to speak English for 2 minutes a day. The next week, he wanted to learn 10 new words and use them in sentences. Week by week, Armin started to enjoy learning again. He stopped looking at others. He started focusing on his own progress. Gradually, Armin noticed his small wins. He could speak more clearly than before. He remembered new words without forgetting them. He felt proud of himself again. Each small step gave him confidence. His journey was slow, but it was steady. He realized that learning English is not about being perfect or fast. It is about practice, patience, and focusing on your own path. Armin's story teaches an important lesson for all of us. Comparison can make us feel small, sad, or stuck. But when we focus on our own journey, celebrate small progress, and set personal goals, learning becomes fun again. Armin didn't need to be like anyone else. He only needed to be better than yesterday. And because of that, he grew stronger, more confident, and happier. Armin kept improving. He could understand more English. He could speak with less fear. He made new friends online and practiced with them. He felt stronger, more confident, and happier. He wasn't perfect, but he was growing. Most importantly, he felt free, free from comparing himself to others, free from pressure, free to enjoy his own learning. What Armin's story teaches us, Armin's story reminds us that comparing yourself to others can take away your happiness. But focusing on your own path brings peace and joy. You don't need to be like anyone else. You just need to be a better version of yourself, step by step, day by day. A final message for you before we finish today's episode. I want to speak directly to you, the person listening right now. I want to tell you something important, something you might not hear often enough. You are doing great. Really, you are learning English. You are trying. You are improving. That is something to be very proud of. I know it's not always easy. Learning a new language takes time, patience, and courage. Some days you feel strong and confident. Other days, you feel tired, slow, or unsure. That is completely normal. Everyone feels this way, even people who sound fluent or perfect. The truth is, you're doing something amazing. You are building a new skill. You are opening new doors in your life. That takes real strength. It's easy to look at others and think, they are better than me. I'll never be like them. But remember what we talked about today. You don't have to be like anyone else. You just have to be yourself. And most importantly, you are enough. Final words, you've got this. Your progress matters. Every small step matters. Even if today you only learned one new word, that is a victory. Even if you only spoke for 1 minute in English, that is success. Every small effort brings you closer to your goal. So, be kind to yourself. Don't speak badly to yourself when you make mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. They are proof that you are trying. Celebrate them as part of your journey. Look back at where you started and see how far you've come. You are improving every day, even if it feels slow. Remember, comparison takes away your energy, your happiness, and your confidence. But focusing on your own path brings growth, joy, and freedom. Keep learning. Keep practicing. Keep celebrating your small wins. Take pride in your effort and say to yourself every day, I am doing my best. I am growing. That is enough.
This is your journey.
No one else can walk it for you. Be patient, be kind to yourself, and enjoy your own progress. Step by step, you are becoming stronger, happier, and more confident. You are enough just as you are. Mistakes are not failures. They are part of learning. They are not the end. They are the beginning. Every mistake you make shows that you are trying. And trying is the most important thing. If you keep going, if you keep practicing, you will improve. You will grow. One day, you will look back and feel proud of how far you have come. Focus on your own journey. Stay on your own path. Walk step by step at your own speed. And that is perfectly okay. Don't rush. Don't push yourself too hard. Just take one small step today, and then another step tomorrow. This is how real change happens, slowly, quietly, one day at a time. Keep your eyes on your own progress. Let others walk their own path. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone else. Remember, every little effort matters. Even learning one new word today is a success. Even speaking for 1 minute in English is an achievement. Celebrate every step you take, because every small effort moves you forward. Your journey is yours alone, and it is special. No one else can walk it for you. Thank you for listening today. I am really happy you joined this episode of English Journey Conversation. I hope it helped you feel stronger, more hopeful, and more motivated. Learning English is not easy, but every step you take, every time you try, you are improving. You are not alone. We are all learning together. If you enjoyed this podcast, come back for the next episode. Every episode is made to guide you, support you, and help you grow. Keep believing in yourself. Keep practicing. Keep moving forward. Be kind to yourself along the way. Your progress is real, even if it feels small. Always remember, your journey is special. Your effort matters. You are enough, just as you are. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep celebrating your small wins. One step at a time, day by day, you will get better. You've got this. You really do. Take a deep breath.
Smile.
Say to yourself, I am doing my best. I am growing every day. That is enough. Hold on to that feeling. Let it guide you through your learning, your work, and your life. You are enough. You are making progress. You are strong. Until next time, take care, stay patient, and keep walking your path. Keep learning and stay kind to yourself. Your journey is yours, and every step counts. You've got this.